Hello, everybody. We are going to go to the part 2 of discovering your calling. Last week, I spoke about discovering your calling, and I used Saul as an example. We're going to be using the same 1 Samuel 10, but verse 27 now. And it says in there, where I want to use, it says, they despised him and brought him no gift. They despised Saul and brought him no gift. When God asked Samuel to anoint Saul. When God calls us to do things, not everyone will be happy about it. Saul experienced this. Some people will say, how can this fellow save us? How can this woman, how can this man lead us? How can this person do this? They despised him and brought him no gift. I have a lot of examples in my life. There's one that happened some months back. And I was in the midst of about 27 other people. And they asked us, what can you do? What can you do? What can you do? And I said, this is what I can do. And this woman came up and said, are you sure you can do it? In the midst of everybody. And the way she said it was not with smiling and the way she said it was like, can you do it? And it pained me. And I discussed it with my husband, and he said, that is the more reason you should do it. Prove to them that you can do it. So, I used that as a motivator to say, I will show you I can do it. Because I'm a child of God, and I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. People may come against us because they doubt our ability, or because they are we are doing. When this happens, what should we do? Saul reacted to criticism by being silent. He kept quiet. He didn't answer them. And this is a very important lesson for us. Sometimes we can become defensive and we can retaliate with words. At times, it might be right to speak up against people's opinions in a gentle way. But at other times, it will be right to just be quiet. It is not our responsibility to convince them. You owe them no explanation. It is not your responsibility to tell them that this is what God has said to you to do. I want to convince them that God has called you. Moses did not convince anybody. God did it. Moses just did what God asked him to do. And God settled everything. There were a lot of people who doubted him and said, can he do it? The one that cannot even speak properly. By following God's call upon your life, we might not be able to meet the expectations of other people. People might think, oh, this is what I expect you to do. This is what I want you to do in life. And you might not be able to fulfill or be able to meet their expectations. But don't live to please people. Live to please God. Our calling is from God in order to advance His kingdom and to glorify God. When we know we've heard from God, the criticism of others will affect us less. We don't think about it because God's presence reassures you, reassures me. His word directs our steps, and His peace settles the storm within us. You don't require the praises of others to heed and to follow God's calling, God's path for your life. Because God's confidence in you is enough. When you know a child knows that his parents have got confidence in him, he'll be jumping up and down. You call him to come and do something on the stage, he knows that his parents are behind him. So God's confidence in you, in me, should be enough. And if things don't move as quickly as we like once we've been called, just keep going. Keep going. Do not despise little beginnings. Keep going. And don't look at others. When people are running past you, you've started the race together and they are running past you, let them run. Especially when you're a woman. You have your husband, you have your children. Concentrate on them. Yes, you will work. I've got work. I've got to the glory of God. I've got to balance everything. I don't look at people. Before, I used to look at people and feel bad and say, we started together. This person has advanced. That one has. I don't do it anymore. I do my things as my own pace. Making sure I am focusing on the important things in my life. And then my work. And then my ministry. I put God first, my husband, my children, and then before I put work or ministry. Do not despise small beginnings. If they want to jump and move, let them jump, let them finish. You will finish as long as you do not stop. Keep going. Little by little, you will get there. Oh, that one has done that one. Oh, this one has done this. Oh, that one has released this. He has released. Oh, this one has done this. Move at your own pace. Be happy with yourself. Let God guide you. For God rejoices to see the work beginning. Zechariah 4:10. It says, do not despise these small beginnings, for God rejoices to see the work begin. He just wants you to begin. He wants you to begin and go at your own pace. Don't leave out the very important things in your life as you discover God's calling upon your life. Don't say, God has called me, and you leave your husband out, or you leave your wife out, or you leave your children out. Go together. That's a lot of times I want to do things, I just put it aside and do the word of God. Daily reading with my children. They are much more important because they are growing. Instead of comparing ourselves with others and putting ourselves down, let's celebrate each step of faith we take. Little step of faith, celebrate it. We do that a lot. Small thing that we have achieved, celebrate it. Thank God for it. Thank God for it. Celebrate. Celebrate it. Be happy for that little thing that you have done. As we walk into the God-given calling for our lives. We celebrate little beginnings, we celebrate little by little, and we continue to move forward, discovering God's purpose, discovering God's calling for your life, for my life. Do not forget to subscribe. Subscribe to my channel, to our channel, and hit the notification button so you get notified when we have new content. Thank you.